All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here. I just wanted to pop in and make a quick video on Bitcoin's price action today. We did see a little bit of a pump, but we are getting to some major resistances that we need to start looking for shorts, or at least to hedge our bets and looking for shorts, looking to see if we're going to reject here or if we're going to continue up to that fib channel at about 113K. So today, in my video yesterday, I talked about a channel. I'm actually going to turn that channel on right now, and I'm going to hide this pitchfork here. So I talked about this channel. I'm going to zoom in here onto the 2-hour chart. We had this channel here, which was pulled just from the last two major highs here, and I pulled it down to this low here. And in my video yesterday, I talked about making one more high to the top of the channel, which would also be in confluence with the upper pitchfork band of this pitchfork that we've just been in since November 12th. This kind of last little bullish vertical accumulation here that we're seeing. And it looks like Bitcoin pretty much hit the top of that pitchfork. We actually front ran it by just a few dollars. That's why in Jason's live stream today, I was looking for one more little high to get up there. And then we front ran this channel just barely as well. You can see there, barely just front ran it, but it is at the top of this channel. The probability wise, ascending channels most of the time will break to the downside. And we are seeing bearish divergences on higher time frames where if we go onto the daily time frame, we are still starting to see if this daily rolls over today, we could see another drive of bearish divergence on the daily here. And then the weekly bearish divergence has confirmed now. So we might reject from here, or we might continue up to that 113K, which I still think we might get up there. But Bitcoin is starting to see a little bit of a rejection from this area. So one of the things we might see is a rejection here, come back down to the midline before actually either touching the top of the channel, or we could, touch the top of the channel, come back down to the bottom, and then continue up to 113K. That's something that I'm looking for here. I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to go to the other chart. I'm going to show you guys a zoomed in of this pitchfork that we've been in since November 12th. So you can see this upper band. Last time we came up to this upper band, we chopped in it for a while, and we had a pretty severe crash from there. This next time we come up in it, we might break it this time, but it is still acting kind of as a resistance for us. So we're going to need to watch that. Right now, Bitcoin is bouncing from the VWAP, which is nice, which means it's still showing some strength. People are willing to buy at that fair value of the VWAP there. And also last night in the video, I talked about this range that we had. If you just pull it from present to this last little sideways accumulation, I did say that if we lose this pitchfork midline, we might come back down to the prior all-time high or to the value area high of this range to kind of test it, to flip it to support, and then continue higher. And that's pretty much what we did. We came back down overnight. Once again, we're front running a lot of these levels, but we front ran the value area high just barely, but we pretty much came back down for the bullish retest. We confirmed that, and we pumped up through the midline again today, up to this upper band here. And Bitcoin's showing some strength still, showing that it maybe wants to continue up to actually get inside the band or touch the band and actually touch the top of this channel here. So we're just going to watch to see. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does see a larger correction from here, maybe down to this 102K or 105K Jason was talking about. If we pull the range, let me zoom out to the 4-hour chart. And if we pull the range from here, from this little last range here, you can see that the value area high is a little bit below the midline now. But if we come down to it, it's also, I believe, it's a golden pocket here. It's, yeah, about the golden pocket. The value area high there is about the golden pocket. So we could see a wick down into the golden pocket, into the value area high of this little range, hold that as support, and then continue higher. We might just continue going higher for now because Bitcoin's still holding the VWAP. So that's something we need to watch for. One other thing I'm going to show you guys real quick here. I'm going to go ahead and hide this channel. And this pitchfork I've had on my chart for a while, but I haven't looked at it for a while. And we hit the top of the pitchfork today. And when you see these big major daily pitchforks, when we hit the top of a pitchfork, we usually reject the first time. So this pitchfork is actually, I'm going to go on the 3-day chart, zoom out a little bit here. You can see this pitchfork is pulled pretty much this entire 8th-month accumulation range that we had down from the 25K lows to the 74K high, down to that 49K fourth wave correction there. And we're coming up to the top of it. You can see that it's been pretty well respected. If we zoom in even more, you can see that it's been respected more. But we're at the top of this pitchfork now. So I would not be surprised if we do see a little bit of a drop here. We are building up a lot of liquidity here. All of these people that have been longing all in here have not been stopped out yet. So I would not be surprised if from the top of this pitchfork we come back down, drop, take at least a majority of the liquidity here into this lower band, and then continue higher. That's something we need to watch for here. We are seeing some bearish divergences, and then the daily looks like it's about to form another drive of bearish divergence. So let's see what Bitcoin does. Just a quick update on that. Bitcoin did get the bounce that we wanted from the value area high yesterday when I talked about that in the video, and it is continuing strength. But we are at major resistances, and it is time to be looking for hedges, short hedges against the longs. This liquidity trail here is just begging to be taken. I mean, it's part of that channel that I showed you guys on the other chart here. But all of this liquidity, lower, higher, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, all these longs here have been able to long with leverage, and they haven't really been flushed out yet. I mean, we did get a pretty big flush on this flash crash, but we didn't take all this liquidity here. So now that we're at the top of this pitchfork, we might see some sort of liquidity flush to the downside, get everyone stopped out, maybe start getting people bearish, and then make that one more drive up to this macro fib channel here. And once again, that fib channel is around 113K, depending on when we hit it. It's a major, major resistance that I'm looking to take some profit and possibly open up a swing short at. So that's my update for you guys. I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions.